Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and if you're here for the first time, it's really nice to meet you. I'm Jane and my husband Mike is behind the camera. We're British, early retirees, we've got no debt, we've paid off the mortgage, and we live a thrifty, frugal and money-saving life here in Brittany in northwest France. And every Friday we bring you something food related. Sometimes I cook for you, sometimes I meal prep or batch cook, and sometimes, like today, we've got a shopping haul for you. We've got two parts to the shopping haul today. I went to the supermarket Leclerc and the supermarket Super U. And at Leclerc, I used my store card loyalty points, and I'll show you how I got $29.88 worth of shopping for nothing. And then I went off into Super U and spent $48.88, and I got some really good prices. We were looking into why we get really good food prices here in France, and then we looked into actually France is the biggest food producer in Europe and the biggest producer of growing food as well, so and meat as well, so we do get really good prices here. Nonetheless, even saying that, it's not a good price for everybody, and it's not a good price for people, because plenty of people out there really struggling to buy their food at the moment, because it's not as expensive as some places, but it's not cheap, especially if you're not on a good income. So let's get going. We do hope that you enjoy the shopping haul. Right, at the end of the video, we will put up both till receipts and you can pause those and see those. We will also, on the final end card, put the totals of what you see here today and what that would be in all the other currencies. I'm just back from the supermarket and I've picked up my essentials, and what I've done today is I've paid for all of this with the money that I've accumulated, the cash backs that I've got on my Leclerc card. So I've still got a bit of money left on the card, but this, all you can see here today, came to €29.88. So I thought you might be interested in what does €30 buy you in France. So let's have a look. We've got 12 eggs, that's $2.66, those are outdoor eggs, outdoor chickens. We've got a kilo of yellow onions is $1.79. I've got a fresh cauliflower, $1.79. I've got a Savoy cabbage at $1.30. I've got a bag of potatoes, don't know the weight of that, and that's $2.80. They're nice large potatoes. A box of sugar cubes was $1.57. 4 burger buns is 99 cents. I've got 12 litres of long life milk, and that was €10.08. I think it works out about 80 cents a litre, and almost all milk here in France is long life milk. I've got hair conditioner was $2.65. Can of antiperspirant was $2.21, and 2 loaves of bread, and each of those was $1.19. So that, if you're interested, is what €30 buys you in France. The main reason I went to Super U today is because all their beef was on offer, and this was by far the cheapest beef that was on offer. Now, some places you will call this short rib of beef. We just slow cook this here. So each part of this, I will bag it in smaller portions. And I have paid, you can see here, $4.90 a kilo. And I've worked this out in US dollars. It works out at just a little bit over $2. So let's say $2.10 a pound, if you were buying that with US dollars. So I've got one pack here of 1.2 kilos of $6.19, and one here of 1.39 kilos of $6.81. So those are my big bargains of the day, was the beef, and I can freeze these. We've got smoked sausages. I tend to use just one at a time, chop it up and add it to, if I'm cooking rice, it just, you know, if you would eat beans and rice. We eat a version of beans and rice, which is rice and vegetables and whatever we've got. We use smoked sausage. Then we've got here, which we've got squid, which is our fish that we bought today, but we'll make this like calamari. So I will take the calamari and I will roll it first of all in seasoned flour with salt and pepper, and then roll it in egg and back in the flour again and back in the egg again. And then I will pop that in the air fryer literally for a few minutes, and it'll have a crispy coating. We eat that with salad and sweet chili sauce. I've got a loaf of gluten-free bread, which was $3.57. We've got a chocolate brioche. My husband's been eyeing that one up. That's €3. We got some French ham that was reduced today. I've got 10 slices of ham there. That was $3.35. You can freeze it, it's fine, and I'll freeze that. We've got smoked salmon, and we don't normally buy smoked salmon, but it was our good offer at $3.42. It's got a few days left on it before we have to eat that. We've got half a kilo of butter, which works out a pound of butter, of $4.94. Now the euro at the moment, the nearest currency to the euro, all bar a few pennies in either direction, is the US dollar. So if you think of that, of a pound of butter being approximately $4.94 US dollars a pound. I've got 3 little lettuce for $1.29. I've got 3/4 kilo of Brussels sprouts for €2. And one of the reasons I like this supermarket, Super U, is of their fruit and veg prices. It's very, very good quality for the money. I've got 6 apples for €2. I've got here, let's have a look at the weight on that. That's it. That is a pound of cherry tomatoes. A pound of cherry tomatoes, €2. Or think of that as $2. I've got a bunch of broccoli for €1.50. Bunch of bananas, $1.48. Now again, if that's $1.99 a kilo, you need to think of that as $1 a pound. $1 a pound for bananas, and they're really good. And the cucumber, I didn't write on it because I don't want to eat the ink. It was about $1.30 for the cucumber.